Hey YouTube, good morning. It's Sarah, LessOfSarah, back with a video to talk about a little bit about a whole lot of things. Just some stuff that's been on my mind or that people wanted to know or people are, I may have left them in suspense about. Before I do anything else though, I want to give some shout outs to some other YouTubers who had surgery in the past week or so. That's Simply Tori, Je m'appelle Colette, and Laura Bean 27. So glad to see you guys are doing well. Sending you lots of positive healing thoughts. Looking forward to hearing how you guys are doing. Also, a few people who have had surgery either yesterday, today, or tomorrow. And that's Hezzy Girl 1, Annette VSG Mommy, and Kari Rocks. I hope that you guys have really successful surgeries and very easy recoveries. Looking forward to hearing all of your post-op thoughts. Say hi, Dexter. I guess purring is his version of hi. So I have a few other things I want to talk about too. I'll answer one question right now. First of all, thank you for all your sweet comments about Dexter. I had a few people ask what kind of cat Dexter is. Dexter is an Abyssinian. He's actually purebred, which is weird because normally we've just had like mutt, cats from the pound. But I actually saw him on Kijiji as a kitten. We just lost our cat, and my husband surprised me with him, and he is adorable, but very kitteny still. He's just almost a year old, and we have a bit of a love-hate relationship. Mostly love, but yeah, he's got a big personality. So that's Dexter. Next up, I wanted to talk about the comparison shots that I posted. So I did a quick video body shot, and then I posted some pictures as well, some still photos from before my surgery, as well as just a few days ago. The interesting part about those is that it's really only been my weight loss since surgery, but I'd actually lost 40 pounds before that. I just didn't have any photos. The crazy part about it is when I was putting those together, when I first looked at them, I mean, I saw a difference, but I thought it was fairly minimal, but the more I looked at them, the more I noticed. Like I was looking at them and I went, wait, hey, I have a neck in these pictures. I was like, there's a neck there. My, double chin is still there, but it's mostly a chin, whereas before it was like a double jawline. When I look at the fact that my legs are together, I realize that my thighs are much smaller. If I look at the bottom of both pictures from the front, and yeah, there was all kinds of little things that I noticed, which was sort of cool. So, and thank you so much to everyone who posted sweet comments. I really appreciate it. I think, it's probably not as big a difference as most people would expect when someone's lost 50 pounds, again, because I'm very tall. I have a big frame, so I carry my weight well, which is great when I gain weight, because most people don't notice, but you also don't notice when I lose weight. So, but yeah, it was really sweet, and especially Dawn, This is a Journey, you posted such a beautiful comment. I wanted to message you and I just didn't have a chance, but I'm going to give you a shout out right now. Thank you so much. That comment made my day. So, thanks guys for that. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, my hair. You guys probably noticed I did end up dyeing my hair. I'm not super excited about the color. It's much darker than I anticipated. I'm totally a home hair colorer, and I've been coloring my hair probably for, I don't know, like 20 years? Maybe a bit more than that? At least 20 for sure. My normal hair color is really unattractive. And so yeah, in the video, I'm guessing just because of the light and because I generally have to warm up the tone of the video, it probably looks like it's still got some red in it. It really doesn't. It's like a really dull dark brown color. Not thrilled. Rhonda Peach, I think it was, asked me what my hair color was before. So I actually got the boxes. I'll show you guys. My preferred hair color brand, I guess, is Laboratoire Garnier, which is available in Canada and the US as well. The color names and numbers, I think, are different, to be honest, so I don't know whether this is going to help anyone, but this is Sorry, there we go. This is the color that I originally had, and it's the one that I use fairly often. So this is Garnier Nutrice, which is my favorite. This color is 56 medium reddish brown. So that's the one I was using before. I decided to try, Garnier has a new product called Garnier Olia. There we go. So this is their newest type of hair color. So I decided to try it, and I thought, oh, you know what, let's go a little darker. I'm sure that me holding it up, you can't really see, maybe you can see the color on the box. You can probably see the color on the box is nowhere near the color on my head. Sometimes that happens. I don't really know why. My hair is not really that dark naturally, and it wasn't that dark before, so I don't understand why it came out that dark, but there you go. That said, whatever. It'll wash out and I'll dye over it in a few weeks, and I'll just deal with it. Whatever. Let's see. Oh, I know what I have to talk about. So, okay, two things about social gatherings. Last night, so I said before I work in the wedding industry, and last night some vendor friends of mine invited me out for drinks. And I don't know, I haven't told any of them about my surgery because even though a couple of them I consider to be friends, I just think it's kind of awkward. It's a personal thing, and I don't think it's something that, sorry, we need to tell everyone. Again, I'm not trying to hide it. If they asked me if I had surgery, I would tell them, but I don't know. I don't want to make anyone else uncomfortable by telling them about the surgery, and that's sort of what I think might happen. So I haven't told them, and I thought, well, whatever. I'll just go and I'll have some tea, and I'll make some excuse as to why I can't drink. But then I found myself looking at the website of the restaurant and looking at their bar list and trying to see what they had that I might be able to drink, and looking up the number of calories and what I was thinking about having, and I didn't really know why I was doing that, but I did. But I still went with the idea that I was going to have tea, and I ended up having cider. I don't really know why. I really don't. I don't know if I felt some kind of weird peer pressure, because I've definitely been in bars in the last 2 months with friends and not touched a drop of alcohol. They all ordered food. I didn't. They all offered me their food. I didn't eat any. So I'm not really sure why I would have felt pressure to have a drink. I was still sort of trying to process exactly what happened with that. I mean, I ordered it totally of my own volition, and I drank it was a pint. It was about 20 ounces. I drank about half of it, so I drank about 10 ounces of it. And, you know, I fit it into my daily calorie goals, and that's fine. One of the guys who was there bought us all shots. He didn't say that he was going to do it, so the waiter just came to the table with shots, and I don't know. I didn't really want to say no because I don't know him very well. Yeah, so many mental games going on there. So whatever, I did the shot, that's fine. I wasn't that upset about the alcohol itself. My surgeon's plan says to avoid alcohol, generally speaking, but, you know, a few drinks every now and then is okay. If you have reflux issues, you want to make sure you take extra Prilosec or whatever you're taking, and just to protect your stomach, because alcohol is one of those things that causes acid issues. But my surgeon's never said you can't drink. He just said make sure it's more than 30 days out and you're good to go. So I haven't had alcohol at all in 2 months. I'm not a big drinker, so it's not like I had a drink last night and then therefore I'm going to drink every weekend. That wasn't me before. So it's not actually the alcohol that concerns me. It's why I did it. So I have to think on that some more because I'm not really sure. Which brings me to girls' night out. So on Friday night, I mentioned that I was going out with some of my girlfriends, and that I would tell the story eventually. And in a weird roundabout way, it comes back to weight loss surgery. Go figure. So one of my friends was having a birthday, and, sorry, my nose is running. She wanted to go to the strip club. Male strippers, not female strippers. So I have been there once before, actually, with another friend who was having a birthday party. And I know that you are all terribly shocked because you thought I was, you know, such a delicate flower who would never be caught in a male strip club. But sorry to burst your bubble. I was totally there. Yeah. Anyway, the funny part about going to the strip club is that it's very different from a standard strip club. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to a strip club where women are taking off their clothes, but men are very subdued. Women, not so much in a place like that. And most of the women there are actually very young. There was a lot of bachelorette parties. There was a lot of birthdays. And it gets pretty wild. I think, you know, we're relatively tame. But one of the funniest parts about it is buying your friends lap dances and watching them look uncomfortable. Or not look uncomfortable and really enjoy it. Either way, it's funny. So that's what we do. You know, we buy each other lap dances and whatever. So the last time I was there, one of my friends bought me a lap dance. And I felt really bad for the stripper. I just was like, I'm looking at all these girls, really attractive girls, and thinking, oh my God. Like, this guy has to do this, basically, because it's his job. But he is probably repulsed right now by me. And it kind of makes it hard to enjoy it in any capacity and be anything other than embarrassed when you know that this guy's like, oh my God. So, whatever. It was a really uncomfortable situation, but, you know, what was I going to do? Fast forward to this time. This was last year that this happened. Fast forward to this time, and, you know, same thing. One of my friends is like, oh, I'm going to buy you a lap dance. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So that's fine. And I don't know that I necessarily was more comfortable. I still sort of felt like, oh my God, this poor guy. And it was the same guy too. But I just felt like much better about it being, you know, almost 100 pounds less than the last time I was there. So yeah, that was an interesting NSV. I don't know. The other really funny part was that this particular guy, he's not, he's very muscular, but he's, very compact and sort of, he's a small frame and he's maybe like 5'8" or 5'9". And so there were girls going up on stage and some of these women were quite large. I mean, not my size, but larger women. And he would just pick these girls up, like, I mean, pick them up off the floor and like wrap their legs around him. And I'm just watching this going like, wow, you must have a really high chiropractic, but like, how is this guy doing this? Like, you must lift weights like, you know, 6 days a week to be able to pick up some of these women. And then there was this little voice in my head that was like, And I thought, well, there's a goal to have. I'd like to be small enough for that stripper to pick me up. I know there's been women who have been like, you know, one of their NSVs is like their husbands pick them up or whatever. No, that's too tame for me. I would like to be small enough that a stripper could pick me up. Just saying. So I know Simply One Cal often talks about how she wants to have a stripper body. Well, I'm never going to have a stripper body, but I can at least have a stripper related NSV. So, yeah, I'll let you all know when I actually get to that goal. But I want to share that story because it was really funny. And it just shows how pervasive the weight loss surgery thing is in my life. Like every situation it somehow is related and comes up. So anyone who's waiting for that cliffhanger, I hope you enjoyed that story. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I can follow that story with. And this video is like 13 minutes long. So I'm going to cut it off here. I will see you guys again on Friday with my 10-week post-op update. Have a great day.